Hello viewers and potential subscribers, you are watching Cosplay Emerald, and in this video, as you may already know from the title, I'm going to be going through some of my favourite items from all of the loot crates that I've gathered so far. And that's 2 years worth of loot crates. That's a lot of boxes, so 24 different boxes, and just to prove that I have 24 boxes, here are all the little booklets that you get with every single box, so let's get this out of the way. So, I think I'm gonna start off with some of the actual collectibles. So Loot Crate does give a lot of like pop items and pop figurines and stuff. And one of my favorite ones, I have to say, would be the Doctor Strange figurine. And I have not opened any of them so far. I still have all of them packed together. They're never been opened before, and this is the first time I'm actually gonna be opening one of them. So let's go. So this is the Doctor Strange figurine, and I love the ones that have like a little bit of a big head, so it's like a chibi character. I really love them a lot, and this might be one of my favorite pop figurines out of all of them, and there's a lot of them I have on my side over here. I think I have like 10 different ones, so there's like a Hulk one, there's a Harley Quinn, there's a Batman, and of course all the pop figurines with like those big heads. I do love them a lot, but this is by far my favorite one, so let's get this out of the way now. I love Rick and Morty so freaking much. It might be one of my favorite cartoons out of all of them around there. Like, that includes Gravity Falls and Adventure Time. Rick and Morty is probably the top one for me. And this is a puzzle box with all the pieces. And I haven't opened it yet. As you can see, there's still a bit of a tape over here, and no, it's not my tape. It's like, actually, I can't prove it that it's not me just sticking a piece of tape, but screw it. Where did I have scissors? Oh, scissors are right over there. I got them. I'm the best. Oh, so it comes with like a nice little bag. I thought it was all gonna be like spread across. I don't think I can open this. Should I open it? Screw it. It's for the video. It's for the video. It's for the views. It's for the views. Alright. So many pieces. So many. Alright, let's close you down. So, that was that. Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty. I'm gonna put you over here. So some of you might be wondering, what the hell are these? And these are just some wearables that I also got from Loot Crate, and this is a very cool watch. It's actually one of those light up in the dark watch. And the only downside of this one is that it doesn't follow the time exactly. Like, after a couple of months, it will be like a couple of minutes back, and you have to reset the time. So that's kind of annoying, but as a standalone piece, this is very, very cool. And this is actually a, what do you call them, like one of those army ropes that you kind of extend and it becomes like a long rope. And I think it's like a 2-meter rope or something like that, and I'm a big fan of these. I have a bunch of them in my house, and I really like that Loot Crate decided to make one of these like a wearable that they put in a box. I really love this lot. Definitely a very cool item to have. So now we have this thing over here, which is like an electronic bug that walks around and it detects like things in front of it and it moves out of the way when it hits them. So I'm just going to demonstrate that with this bug. It's backing away, it's backing away, and there it goes. How cool is that? Oh my god, this is so freaking awesome. So I'm a 3D effects student, and I love things like this. I love little trinkets, like little mechanisms inside of things. And if I had 2 of them, I think one of them would be like all broken apart now. I'd love to see how exactly it works, what the mechanism behind it is. So there is that. This is a very cool little thing that they've added, and I think this is one of the first things that I got from any of the Loot Crates. I'm pretty sure it's one of the January ones from 2015. So I love this. I love this hex bug a lot. This is very, very awesome. Very, very cool. What else did I have? So I don't use mousepads very often. I think the last time I've used one was when I actually had a desktop PC, which was like 3 years ago, and since then I haven't used one. But I am planning to get a new desktop PC soon, and I'm definitely going to be using this Borderlands themed mousepad. So yeah, I'm a really big fan of Borderlands, so when it comes to stuff like this, I just go like, my jaw drops when I first saw this. It's a nice little material as well. It looks very, very cool. And yeah, another really cool item that came out of Loot Crate. So for those of you who do not watch Breaking Bad, you might not get this reference, but this is a Los Palos restaurant Gustavo apron. I love this. I love this. If I ever like start cooking or anything, I'm definitely gonna be wearing one of these. And this is so freaking cool. It's like an apron they wear in a restaurant in the film series, and it looks so freaking cool. I'm in love with this thing. I'm definitely going to be wearing this eventually one day. One day for sure I'll be wearing this. I will not make this go to waste, or even use it as a decoration, I don't know, but definitely one way or another. This is going to be like in my future house or something like that. I'm definitely going to be using this one way or another. So over here I actually have a little box of all the little bits and trinkets, like all the little small items that I really liked, and I'm not gonna go through all of them. I just put some of my favorite ones on the top. And this is a Doctor Who spork, which if you do not know what a spork is, it's a fork spoon. I'm not really into Doctor Who, but I know a lot of people who are, and I showed them this and they were so jealous, and I was like, yeah, I've got this, and I'm probably going to use it, give it as a gift. I have one that I haven't opened yet, so this is the one I'm going to be using maybe one day, I don't know. So yeah, this has been the spork from Doctor Who. So this is a platform 9 3/4 luggage, what do you call them, tag, and they can put them on like your suitcase or something. If you flip it over around, there's like a piece of information you can put over here with maybe your phone number or something in case your stuff gets lost. So that's a very, very cool thing. Even though I don't travel, I really like this a lot. Over here we have a Heartstone. I'm not entirely sure what it is. I think it might be like one of those stress relievers that you kind of like squash, and then kind of like it's made out of foam, so I'm assuming this is something that you kind of squash to get your anger out. Actually doesn't have any information on it, so I'm not entirely sure what the purpose of it is, but let's just leave it at a stress reliever, so that's it. So over here we have some Team Fortress 2 badges, and I really want to get some Overwatch ones as well, because we have Red vs Blue, and I would love to see some Overwatch ones in the future, because Overwatch and Team Fortress 2 are kind of like the same thing in the sense of the way the game works, so maybe one day we'll see some Overwatch ones, who knows, but I hope for that to be the case. So over here we have a Legend of Zelda wristband, and I don't do much exercise. Actually, I don't do any exercise. I'm a lazy slob, and I'm not entirely sure when I'll be able to use one of these because I don't go to the gym or anything like that, but if I ever do, I'm definitely gonna be wearing this. This is so freaking awesome. I love this so much. So this is a Bioshock template for a key. You can give it to like a keysmith and they'll like make your key out of this key over here, and this is a very unusual item. I would not expect Loot Crate to have one of these, but it's so freaking cool. If I just do a little bit of this, you can kind of see what it looks like. I'm not sure if the camera is focusing or not, I hope it is, but if it's not, I'll put a picture of it. And I'm definitely gonna be making like one of my keys, like for my future house perhaps. I'm definitely gonna be using this as a template for it. This is a very cool item, definitely one of my favorite ones as well. Really awesome, really awesome. Now, Game of Thrones. I love Game of Thrones, and this is a House Stark memory stick. Boom, it's a direwolf. And I'm pretty sure this memory stick is like 4 GB in space, so if I ever need it for a school project, well, I now have a memory stick, so thanks a lot, Loot Crate. A very cool item to have indeed. Alright, let's get rid of this box actually, let's put you down over here. So with every Loot Crate comes a pin, and in 2015 we all got these pins over here, which were like very simplistic. So it's like, oh, you got a Loot Crate in January and then in December, stuff like that. And in 2016 they started doing those really cool looking ones. Look at these are so freaking awesome, and I think this might be one of the two of my favorites. So this one over here, this is like a shield with like a dice inside of it, a very cool pin to have, and this might be my second favorite. This is an Elder Scrolls Online pin from the game on Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 and the PC, and not many people might agree with me, but this is my second favorite. And there's a lot of cool ones, a lot of people might like different ones for different reasons, but those are some very cool pins. And whilst we're on the topic of pins, we actually have two different ones over here. We have a Hydra pin from Captain America Civil War, or Captain America in general. And over here we have another one from Hunger Games, the Mockingjay. And I'm just going to do a little bit of a zoom in on both of them. I don't want to open them because I still haven't. And this is the Mockingjay one from Hunger Games, and then this one over here is the one from the Captain America. And if they're not focusing in, once again, I'm just going to put a picture of it up so you can see it. So if you come here from my first channel, from the Unknown Emerald channel, you will know that all I ever play is Halo 5, and boom, this is a Halo 5 themed ammo crate. And I love Halo 5 so much, and I don't care what thing from Halo 5 I would have gotten. I think I would have liked anything from Halo 5, so this is definitely a very cool item to have. I love it so much. I love it a lot. So before I move on to my number one item from all of the Loot Crates combined, I kind of want to go through some of the clothes that came with it. So from previous year in 2016, every single Loot Crate had a t-shirt with it. So some of the t-shirts I got were really cool. For example, one of my favorite t-shirts is this one over here, which is a Rick and Morty inspired t-shirt, which is the Portugon, and this is so freaking cool. So it's kind of like a blueprint of how it could work in the cartoon, and it's a very awesome shirt. I I think I wear it at least once a week. Definitely a very cool shirt to have. And now moving on. So this one's pretty old. I kind of wore it out a little bit, but this was a dragon, the Dungeons and Dragons inspired t-shirt, which had a dragon on it. I'm not entirely sure if you can see it or not, but this used to be a dragon on the middle, but now it's kind of like all worn out. So yeah, that's kind of a shame, but this used to be one of my favorite t-shirts as well. And it still is. If the dragon only was still there to be able to tell the story, then that would have been nice as well. So this hat is actually very interesting. On first glance you might think it's a Punisher hat, and you are right, it's 50% Punisher, but if you flip it the other way around, it becomes a Daredevil hat. This is really cool. I wear it every single day whenever I go out. Well, not every single day, for every day that I go out I'll wear this hat because it is winter at the moment, and it's a very awesome hat to have. And the reason it's cool is because you can just change the color by flipping it the other way around. So if I'm wearing black clothes I just go like this, and if I'm wearing some colorful clothes I just go the other way around, and boom, I don't need to get a different hat for it. So that's a very cool hat to have, and it's warm as well. It's very warm. It's from a nice material. It's like a nice wool material, so a very cool hat to have. Moving on, one of the last clothing pieces that I'm gonna show you is this Pikachu hat, and for the rest of this video I'm gonna be wearing it. And I'm not a big fan of Pokemon, but I do like those Pokeball earpieces, or not earpieces, but like those rope pieces that just kind of hang around, it's kind of like jingle balls kind of thing. I don't know, I like them a lot, so this Pikachu hat is very cool. So I went through a lot of cool items, and I'm gonna move on to my favorite items so far. So I have previously mentioned that I'm a 3D effects student, and what I love the most out of all the loot crates I got so far is this book over here. So this is Figure Fantasy, and all this book is, it's literally just pictures of characters from different shows and films, and it shows their daily lives in the series of different images. I'm just gonna like very quickly skim through it. So this is one of them. So another very cool one is this one over here of Batman saying that Superman is Clark Kent. That's a very cool one. And then kind of as like a little revenge thing, this is Superman saying that Batman is Bruce Wayne. So now the last screenshot I'm going to show you is this battle droid taking a dump whilst reading a book. It's my favorite screenshot out of this entire book. I love this so much. So this has been my favorite item from all of the loot crates, all the 24 loot crates I had. Now I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed making it. I hope you guys will give this video a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time, so see you.